8% over the next 30 trading sessions. So I did it for an 8-week period. The last 8 weeks, I called out 207 trades and won 186 of them. So the goal for that last 8 weeks was to basically every session grow 8%. The rule here is, I want you to write this down. If you grow 8%, you are done trading. If you lose 5%, you are done trading for that session. Now, what's a session? Right session equals 1 hour. For me, guys, a session equals 1 hour. Let's say in 15 minutes, I grow 8%. I'm done trading. I come back in 45 minutes. 60 minutes, guys, is a full session. So in the first 15 minutes, if I make 8%, I'm done. If it takes me 35 minutes and for some reason I lose 5% in 35 minutes, guys, I am done now for the rest of that hour. And I'm not going to come back until I reach the full 60 minutes. I don't keep trading, guys. You want to limit your losses and you want to come back with a fresh state of mind. See, the reason why, guys, I've been able to be so successful is because I only trade on a clear mind. I don't force things. I don't come here with emotions. I trust my analysis. I trust my strategy. And I just take the trades. I take what the market gives me. I don't stalk the market. I don't stare at it. I don't force anything. I just, whatever it looks like and whatever it says that should be there, I take that trade. That's simple. So if you grow 8%, you're done trading. If you lose 5%, you're done trading. Now, if you are to grow 8% over the next 30 sessions, your account will go from 500 to 5K. If you have achieved the 500 to 5K challenge, type 777 in the chat. If you guys have ever achieved the 500 to 5K challenge, I want to see it. Type 777 in the chat. Look at that, guys. It is possible also for you. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to just be easy. I'm not going to say that it's going to happen overnight. But guys, it can happen for you. So, a lot of people ask me, how are you able to go from $500 to 1.4 million? Well, I actually only grew 2.3%, guys, over 345 sessions. So my $500 account, guys, I grew that 2.3% over 345 sessions. I trade about 4 days a week. So 4 days a week, 345 sessions. I grew from 500. Well, when I did this study, it was 1.2 million. Now I'm above that. But here's what you have to be okay with, guys. If on your first session you only make $11, that's okay. On the second session you only make another $12 about, that's okay. Your first week, you're still only making $13. You're like, why am I going so slow? Understand something, guys. It's okay. You want to compound your account. See, now 2.3% for me, guys, is insane. It's $28,000. Sometimes I make that in one trade. Sometimes when I make 8%, guys, let's just hypothetically say I was to make 8% tonight. Let's just take a look at this. 1, 3. If I was to make 8%, guys, it'd be $104,000. But I had to be okay at the very beginning, only making 11. I had to be disciplined, guys, at the very beginning with only making $11. So, like I said, if this is your very first session, develop these types of mindsets towards trading. Believe me. Who in the chat, if you've ever over leveraged, type over leverage in the chat. If you've ever over leveraged your account, type over leveraged in the chat. And if you didn't type in the chat, guys, you're lying. Because I have over leveraged, everybody's over leveraged, everybody's guilty of it. Here's what's going to happen, guys. You're going to start trading. You're going to stick to it for about a week, 2 weeks, maybe max. If you're brand new, you're going to stick to it for about maybe a week, 2 weeks. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to win. You're going to continue to win. But then the devil is going to say, guess what, John? Guess what, Jolex? Guess what, Patricia? Here's what you can do. Just risk a little bit more than 5%. Risk 10%. What's 10%? You're winning almost every single day. 10%'s nothing. You can do it. Guess what happens? You risk that 10%. The devils will give you a taste. You'll win that trade. That 10% trade, you're going to win. That first one, you're going to win. But then guess what? You're going to do it again. But instead of 10%, you're going to risk 12%. You might even win that one. And guess what happens to some people? They go from 500 to 5K like that. And they might be a part of your team. They might be someone that you're trying to trade with. You're like, oh my God, how are you going so fast? But then a week later, you never hear from them ever again. And you're like, what happened? They were killing it. Guess what? The devil got them. The devil won. They weren't able to be disciplined. They ate the apple. Their broker is at 0. And then they're like, why? What happened? This shit doesn't work. Because of one trade that they over leveraged. And they rolled it over. And they held on to it. Because they weren't disciplined. They had emotions into it. And it might not be one trade. You might lose a trade. And then you might try to make it back so you double up. And then you triple up. And then you risk double what you risked before because you want to make it up. Or let's say you're at 1,000 and you get to 1,500 and you go back to 1,000. You're like, well, I want to be back at 1,500, so I got to risk 600 so I can make 500. So I can at least be back to 1,500 and just keep going. I promise, if I just win this trade, I will be able to just start again. Once I get back to 1,500, I promise I'll stick to it. I'm telling you guys this right now. If you win those trades, even if you win those trades, you will eventually pay the market. You will end up losing your money. Try to understand that. Discipline, rich people, successful people, wealthy people are insanely disciplined. I don't care what you do, guys. If it's business, if it's trading, if it's anything, they are insanely disciplined. Here's the deal, guys. When I got started, the reason why I am where I am is because I trade for 4 nights a week. I trade my account on the nights that I trade. And I do not over leverage on the calls. Have I over leveraged in the past? 100%. I'm guilty just as much as you guys are. But I learned. And I've blown accounts. And I've had to refund accounts. But understand that if you just stay in this thing, if you have money in your account, you're winning. And if you have more money in your account than when you started, you are above average. And you are really winning. If you have really, really good success, guys, you're the 1%. You learned it so much faster than everybody else. So, if this is day 1, make the decision today that you're going to be disciplined. And that you are going to make it. You are going to do this thing. Because your future self will thank you for making that decision, guys. Now, let's go over my strategy quick. So